going on, guys? MrBayeasy here, and today we're playing some more Adventure Capitalist. First and foremost, I want to say I really appreciate you guys with your patience on this series as well as my other ones. As you know, I was away for a week, and the only reason for that was just because I was making that montage for you guys. That was really important to me. I told you guys you were going to have a montage at 5K. Many of you were asking for montages at each mile marker, but just because of the fact that I am so busy with all that stuff, you know, that just wasn't possible. But I wanted to put the effort into the 5K. I didn't want to make it just some, you know, slack job thing, because this mile marker means a lot. Okay, if you guys know, if you guys have been around for a while on my channel, you know that basically I never thought I'd even get past like 100 subs. When I did this, I thought to myself, you know, this is going to be a fun little thing I can do. YouTube has always seemed fun, and you know, that was it. I was like, 100 subs would be cool, having some people watching me and enjoying the content alongside. But 5,000 subscribers is massive, and I think you guys can agree with me there. I am absolutely stunned with the growth, and even since then, the montage went up just the other day, and we're at 5,100. We're actually 5,100 and growing. So just a big thank you to you guys. I'm just going to leave it on the screen for just a couple seconds here, because again, I did work a week on this. It did take me a long time, but I had fun the whole time, and it was really worth it. So if you guys are at all interested in that, I think it's pretty good, but you'd have to let me know. People have really had nothing but good things to say about it, so I'd appreciate if you checked it out, but of course you don't have to, but I'll leave it there for you. It'll also be in the outro at the end of the video. So without further ado, let's get it kicked off with Adventure Capitalist. Guys, I'm pretty excited with this. As you can see, nothing much has changed, but we have been away for quite a long time. So with that being said, we do have some investors to top. What I have been doing is I haven't been doing very consistently, or I have not been doing it very consistently, but I've been doing the little ad on the iPad. I've just been doing it while I was offline. I didn't want to make any progress because the whole point of the series is I record everything I do. So let's go look at our investors here. We've got 436. Now, that's really not acceptable for me. I would like to have at least, basically 800 to 1,000. That's kind of where I always tell people to reset if it's your first time, and this will be our first time resetting. Looking at our upgrades, we do have quite a bit here. We don't have any of the, you know, all times 3, which is coming up really quickly here. As you can see, 50 quadrillion. We are in quadrillions, but not quite there just yet. And we have stuff for like newspapers and donut shops. What we're going to do first, though, is we're going to look at our unlocks. We're going to look at our unlocks and see what's on the horizon, what we can do. Matter of fact, let's put this to max just so we can see. So we can get the newspaper to 200. I'm pretty sure that's a mile marker, if I'm not mistaken. That will actually double its profits. If I'm not, what is this? Yes, newspaper times 2. We can get the car wash to 200. We can get the pizza to 200, as well as the donut shop. The real question here is, what would be the most beneficial? And I gotta admit, I think the first thing I want to do is get the oil rig to 100, just because of the fact that at 100 oil rigs, not only is that going to times 2, but everything else is going to times 2. So that's probably the most efficient right now. Now, hopefully that doesn't deplete us all too much. And you know what? I did want to start the moon today as well as Mars, just to have it done, or just to have it going. Oh, this isn't really gonna, okay, this is working out quite well, actually. So there you go, speed of all oil company profits times 2. It did not tell us about the other one, but of course we did get it, everything times 2. So let's go ahead and bump the newspaper next. There's no real reason not to. We do have quite a bit of money to work with here, so I'm not too concerned about it, honestly. We can, I think, still do other things here. Yes, we can. Let's go ahead, and how much are these going to cost? 100. Okay, so each one is progressively more quadrillion. So the real question here is, what would be more beneficial? Because all of these are moving really quickly. I think what I want to do, it is kind of annoying in a way, because, you know, you think about it, and the car wash, as well as the pizza delivery, yeah, they're moving constantly, and yes, I could get away with spending less money. But the real, you know, the real factor here is that the donut shop is moving. Just, you know, it's moving pretty quick. You know, it might not be moving as quick as car wash or lemonade stand, but it's moving pretty quick, and it's making 46 million while doing so. So what I think I'm gonna do, actually hold the phone. How much would? Let me just bump this ever so slightly. See if I can get this to 100 really quick, but without touching too much of my money, because I do need about, I think, there we go. Oh, there it is. Speed of all investments doubled. I didn't even notice that. Okay, there we go. But yeah, so 101 is what I can buy with this. I can just barely see. Here's the profit difference. I could just barely buy 108. Let's go to 100. Oh, well, that's much different then. Never mind. I thought it was 108. Apparently, is those extra 8 pizza shops is apparently really expensive. They must be in a really high class area or something. So I think what I want to do is I really do want to go ahead and do the donut shop. Yes, I'm going to miss out on those other 2, which is a bit unfortunate. But at the same time, it's yielding more money quicker. You know, even though those are constant. At least I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you can say that, or it's very similar. But it won't be once I actually do this upgrade. So it's a difficult choice. Let's just see real quick. Donut shop, everything would be ×2, so it's not a big deal. And we might actually have some money left over to do the lemonade stand. Let's look at our upgrades. We can do these upgrades, 50 trillion, 100 trillion, 1 quadrillion for the donut shop. See, that would be really helpful. Let's see how much we have left. Will we have enough left? I don't know. We're going to go ahead and do it. 1 quadrillion, we do. We're going to go ahead and bump it even further by going into our unlocks. Or upgrades, I'm sorry, and doing the donut holes, the donut shop upgrade. So that's going to give us profit ×3 in addition to what we just got. Not to mention, we just recently got the ×3 profits, or I'm sorry, ×2 speed on everything. So that's what we're going to do next, because the only other option I could do is do the car wash for 100. Or the lemonade stand, which I could still possibly do towards the end here, but you know, car wash for 1.2 quadrillion for 100 of them. I'd rather just spend it on the one that's, you know, big business right now, especially considering that is now moving consistently. If you guys, you know, saw. Let's go ahead and buy this. Now, that is going to drop us to 524 trillion. And you can see the theme here. Again, I know that you guys have been watching me for a while, but for those of you that haven't, you know that this is, you know, what I'm trying to do with this series not only is race against myself, but give you guys some tips as to how to efficiently spend your money right off the bat. I'm probably going to make mistakes along the way, but I think I can, you know, do a pretty good job. I have been playing this game for about 6 months, I believe, not total time played, but you know, I have been, this has been on my channel for about 6 months, and I've been playing it, you know, getting advice from you guys the whole time. Thank you so much, by the way, for, you know, giving me your advice this whole time. It really does help, and I'm sure many of the people that read the comments are really appreciative as well. So thank you. Big shout out to all the people that are always dropping tips and tricks in the comment section. So looking at our angel upgrades, nowhere near even able to get them, but I wanted to check. I just wanted to see what we're going on with. And of course, we got all these gold upgrades, but that's not something I'm really interested in here. Now, what's interesting is why... Oh, okay, here we go. Events. So it starts December 22nd. Guys, remember, this is going to start. This event is going to start. We're going to be covering this heavily, and I do want to, you know, tell you guys that because of the fact that I was away for a week, basically, and I do apologize for that, even though I think it was warranted because I was working on that montage. I do want to really tackle this really hardcore and get you guys some cool content, in addition to, of course, our normal planet. And really soon, I'm actually going to be checking back with my original Adventure Capitalist series. You know, basically just showing you guys what's going on with that. Now, I haven't been really touching it, doing too much with it. Let me know in the comments whether you'd like me to work on it in the background and give you periodic upgrades as to what I'm doing in that series, because I wouldn't mind doing that. But as of right now, I'm doing it as I'm doing this one, where I just get on and I record my session. So it's up to you guys. Do you want to see that? Do you want to see periodic upgrades and have me work on it in the background and really go for it? Because the fact of the matter is, I think we're pretty close to slowing down significantly. So I'm not sure how long the series might actually continue on. You know, that you know, main series would continue on if I were to do that. But you'd have to let me know. It's all up to you guys, really. What is this now? Okay, he's explaining about mega bucks or mega tickets. For those of you that don't know, that if you're maybe joining the series right from the beginning, you need 10 mega tickets or mega bucks to buy a mega ticket. To get a mega buck, you need to spend your real money in this and cash it out in the currency exchange, which he'll explain here, but I'll explain it, you know, briefly. So to do this, you need 1 decillion right off the bat. Okay, that's the minimum you need. When you exchange it, you get 1 mega buck. 10 megabucks will get you 1 mega ticket. 1 mega ticket will be able to allow you to gild anything on any planet. So any business that you pick with it, it's going to permanently boost it 777%. Now, I always thought it would be cool, even though it would be kind of cheap, if you could, you know, basically gild you know, one business multiple times. It would be cheap, I know. Don't even you know, think that I don't know it wouldn't be cheap. It would be, but I think it'd be pretty cool all the same. So anyway, let's look here. We can pretty much do the rest of these. Actually, no, we can't. So the real question is, between all these, which one is the most beneficial? Would it be the pizza delivery, or would it be the newspaper and the car wash? Because we would be able to get both of those. Not to mention, we should be able to pick up the lemonade stand towards the end here. So if we do newspaper ×3, of course, that's going to get us about 300,000, a little over, obviously. What's this next one? Car wash ×3. That's going to put us a couple million, but it's not going to be as good as the pizza delivery, and they're all moving consistently. So I think what I am going to do, actually, that's another great point, is I wouldn't be able to do the lemonade stand. But again, I don't think it really matters, because from a money perspective, times 3 on the pizza delivery would be over 21 million. About 22, 23 million roughly, right? And so I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Not to mention, of course, it's moving very quick. Even if this was moving per second and, the newspaper was, moving every millisecond, I'm pretty sure, without doing any calculation, just a rough estimate, pretty sure that the pizza delivery would still be making more. I mean, I think that's a reasonable estimation. So let's go ahead and do the upgrade really quick. Let's go ahead and do it for the pizza delivery. There we are, and obviously we cannot do any other ones. We're now down to 28 trillion. Look at our investors really quickly. We're still at 437, so we're moving pretty slow. Guys, in the background, I am going to go ahead and do a little bit more work. Basically, what's it called? I'm going to do a little bit more work in the background to kind of get a bit further, because again, it is kind of slow in the beginning, and you guys are kind of getting the gist of what I'm talking about, how to really look at all your upgrades, look at your monies, look at how much each thing costs, and try to, plan out the best plan of attack that way. So hopefully you guys are understanding that. Of course, I will activate this little profit boost right at the end here as I'm about to get off. But let me know in the comments. Do you want me to keep going in the background? I think I'm going to do it just a little bit anyway, just, get a little bit further. Next time we get on, I'm going to hope to have everything to around 300 to 400. I think that's reasonable, because I'm going to be doing another episode very soon. Not to mention tackling the Christmas thing, which the Christmas thing, those events are really hard. They're really grindy. You have to do them for quite a long time. And so it's going to be hard for me to just upload the Christmas event. More than likely, when I do the event, it's also going to contain the new stuff. It's also going to contain, it's also going to contain this stuff right here. By the way, there's no reason, this almost went right over the top of my head. We do have 30 trillion, so there's no reason why I should not fund these 2 missions, so that there's a countdown, so that we got them going. That's what I wanted to do this episode as well. Okay, so we can't actually boost them, not just yet. We need 100 decillion Earth dollars to reduce it by 24 hours. Then we need 1 unvigintillion Earth dollars, which is a lot, okay, especially early game. Right, on my main account, that's not necessarily a lot, but it is a lot. To speed it up another 24 hours, and then we need 1 duotrigintillion Earth dollars to speed it up 96 hours, which would, effectively, if we were to do it all right now, would probably leave us with about 24, if I'm not mistaken, or 48 hours or something like that. But we could use 1 trillion, but of course, this is actually quite a lot of angels, even though it's only 1 trillion angels. If you look, we're at a trillion, in the trillions, right? What just happened? Oh, the oil rig lapped. We are in the trillions. Oh, we can now buy the lemonade stand. Awesome. That is great. That's fantastic. But again, here's another conundrum, right? 50 trillion will get us newspaper profits times 3. I really wish I could have the buy per second thing, because it would really help me out here. But I'm pretty sure the newspaper is the way to go here. Obviously, I think that's the way to go, because if we do the other one, it's going to give us times 2. That's not that great, right? We spend 50 trillion, we get times 3 on a business that's actually making more money right now, so to speak. So, again, I don't have the per second, so I can't really tell, but I'm going to go ahead and do that one instead. That's now at 324,000. I think that's a much better move. It's moving very quick. I'm really happy with that purchase in particular. So, again, and look, 23 million on the pizza delivery. That's kind of what I expected it to be. So anyway, again, those events take a while, and I will be tackling both things. The only difference is, the only difference in episodes will basically be that the event is included in future episodes until it's over. And how long would this go? Do you guys know how long this will go? Usually goes for a couple. What's it called? Usually goes for a little bit. Like I think 5 days was the Black Friday one. So yeah, I don't think we have much to worry about here, guys. But I really appreciate you watching this episode. I know it was a tad shorter than what you're used to, and probably not too many cuts, because I wanted to talk about a lot of the stuff that was here, and all that stuff. But don't worry, there's gonna be more episodes. Gonna be a bunch of stuff. I'm jumping back into recording. Just know, guys, that around this time is really busy because of all the other stuff I have to do. Unfortunately, this isn't the only thing that I do, which is unfortunate. I do wish that it was, but it isn't. So I appreciate your understanding. I hope you guys have time to check out that montage. I'll leave it on the screen here once again, and it will be in the outro. Again, I worked pretty hard on it, but I'm not saying you have to go watch it. I just think I think it's a pretty good montage, a good collection of everything that we did together. And I think that's what's really special about these montages, is that, you know, it's not just, you know, funny clips or whatever. I personally see it as all the clips that you know, all the stuff that we've done together, you know what I mean? All the really fun things that we've done together. And the last montage I did was at 1,000 subscribers. So, and that is kind of why it took so long, because I had to go through all the videos from 1,000 subs to 5,000 subs. That's a lot of videos, and we had a lot of great moments along that time. I did pull from some of the older ones that I actually forgot in my other montages as well. Some of the greatest moments from previous times that I thought were pretty good that I actually forgot about to put in my other montages. So again, go check it out. If you go check out the montage, the other in the outro of that video will be my other 2 montages. So if you enjoyed that one, I highly recommend you check out the other 2, because again, another thing that the montages do is really showcase everything that I'm all about. You know what I mean? Everything that I've ever done, all the greatest moments that have happened are in those montages from beginning to end, from montage 1, 2 to 3. Those are all the greatest moments, in my personal opinion, that have happened to us, you know, on this great journey. So again, I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you listening to me ramble. And again, if you guys don't check back in with my channel before Christmas time, because this is, you know, around Christmas, I hope you guys have a nice Christmas and really nice holiday as well. If you're not, you know, if you don't celebrate Christmas, but either way, make sure you rate the video what you think it deserved. And if you did enjoy, consider sharing the video as well. If you want to become a sage in training, make sure you subscribe today. And as always, this has been MrBayeasy, your favorite sage, and I'll see you in the next video.